All right, look at another fibble. This is the game that's just like Wordle, but on every row, one of the clues is a lie. They're starting us with nasal, which is all gray, unfortunately. So with hard mode on, we're going to have to only repeat one of those letters. So, I mean, it could be any of them. There's not really. We could do store, which I like as a starting word usually anyways, and that works with the S as the repeat. Okay, so now we can do the T and the R in new places, which would make them true, and then repeat the S, O, or E as the lie. We could do the S again. We could do something like trust, actually. Yeah, let's go with that. Why not? Okay, so we know one of the T's is a lie, one of the R's is a lie, therefore everything else has to be true on those two rows. We can't say for sure on that T though, because if this is true and there's a T at the end, for example, this would be the lie and that one would be true. But one of the T's has to be a lie, because either there's a T in the word, hence the yellow, or there's not a T in the word and the grays. Like, they can't both be true. So one of them has to be a lie. So, but we can definitely say the U, the S, so we know this is true. So there has to be an N, an A, or an L, and we know there's a U, and there's a T or an R, but not both. So we could do something A-U-R maybe? Like dinosaur. That might be a little bit too long. What about, we can't do that. I was gonna say oral, but there's way too many lies in nasal then. So if we do have an A, we can only have one. And we can't, we could do curly. That would work. I was gonna say we could do something URL, like curls, but then you'd have the S, and you can't have an S. We could do curly. That's not bad. Let's go with that. Ooh, okay. Okay, that was really good. So, again, one of the R's, yeah, don't quite have some contradictions there, but interesting. So if the L is true, then the L is the lie up here, and that's all fine. If there is an R, then this is the lie twice, which is possible, but otherwise there's a T, and if there's not an R, then something else has to be the lie in curly. I'd like to do something, I was trying to think of something with the U-L-Y and a T, but something utly, or we could do the T at the beginning. But again, what's that gonna be? Doesn't really work. And we could put the U at the beginning, but I still don't know, because you gotta have the T and something like utile, but you can do utile, but that doesn't work because we know there's no E. So if there is a T and no R, I'm kind of thinking maybe the L or the Y is the lie. You know, it'd be nice to do something like fully, but we need a T or an R is the problem. Could we do something LT? Like built or guilt. Ooh, either one. I kind of think G's better letter than B. Oh, but then, right, if we put the U, right, we can't have the U second if we're gonna have the L or the Y be the lie. Oh, we can't do the U second. Okay, so then it has to be, what, U something? But we can't do UN unless we don't do the L. Unity. Unity would work. Let's go for that. Ah, there we go. Very nice. Well, interesting, when you're doing hard mode, sometimes it's really hard to come up with a guess, especially as you get farther along in the puzzle, because there just aren't very many possible words left anymore that would fit with, a lie on every row. And so sometimes it takes a little while to come up with it, but once you think of a word, it has a good chance of being the answer. So Very cool. Well, got it in 4 today. I didn't feel like that was too terrible, so I had to trust the process and just see what the puzzle had in store for me as we approached unity with the answer, I guess. So let me know how you did on this puzzle today, and of course, be sure to subscribe for more.